continue our discussion. Hare Krishna. Om Ajnanatimidandhasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathan Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitamscha He Krishna Karuna Sindho Dinabandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Presthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swaminiti Namine Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrindam Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, dear all devotees. Once again, welcome to our Bhagavad Gita class. Anyone have any things to discuss? Like the chapter wise or shloka wise, any particular shloka, anything? Otherwise, I thought like I can go over the summary of the Bhagavad Gita, chapter wise summary. Just discussing the main points only. Is that okay, all of you? So
yes.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Right.
Yes.
Hare Krishna.
Yes, Prabhuji.
So,
Yeah, I think that's a good idea to summarize.
So the Bhagavad Gita, we know that this happened as a part of the Mahabharata battle. And imagine that this knowledge, when we understand the situation, what was happening at that moment, just pay attention and go to that Mahabharata war and visualize that we are, a part of that family somewhere, So there are, in the Kurukshetra, the battlefield, there are 64 crore soldiers are standing from the both sides. And imagine that their families, how much anxiety they go through it, So because of the battle is going to start, and the wives or parents, do not know their children are going to come back home today evening, It is not as a, just ordinary way, okay, there is war happening. But visualize that war. So be part of that war and see how much anxiety and, a stress and all these things go through in not only in the soldiers, and even the soldiers will have that same feeling. When in the morning while they're coming from home, they say that, I'm going on to the battle, and I don't know, I'm going to come back and see you all. And the same way the families are, the family members, relatives, and everyone situation is. And that is the situation there. And, the many various signs, some of them are getting the bad sign, and some of them are getting the good sign of the indications, within their hearts and all. And one of the person, a Dhritarashtra. And a Dhritarashtra is a blind sitting in the home, in his palace, and his assistant Sanjaya could see what is happening, because he had blessed the the divine vision from the Vyasadeva, and he could see what is happening in the battlefield. And think that 100 sons of Dhritarashtra went for the battle, and to gain the kingdom. The whole purpose is to gain the kingdom. And Dhritarashtra stress, imagine that. And Dhritarashtra was really, desiring that, inside. Just imagine what is happening. If you consider yourself as a Dhritarashtra, and see what feelings are going to come in our heart, right? And he wanted to, his sons win the war. So he's more desirous, he desired to win the war. And at the same time, and he's he's a fearful also. Because anytime anything can happen. He doesn't know he's going to see his sons again, after this war. And he's very fearful. And he's doubtful about the the victory. Why? Because the Krishna is other side, and Dhritarashtra knew very well that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and he knew that wherever there is a Krishna, and Krishna do not let them go down. And he knew all this, but still knowing all this, and still, away from Krishna, he wanted to, rule his own sons because of the attachment to that, a throne. I didn't get it, because he was waiting to have that, and he missed it. And by his brother Pandu died, then he got that back. And he was so much attached to the throne. And that's why his sons wanted to inherit his, the throne. And see, this is the situation. We have to visualize it. And he was a hopeful. What is his hope? All his hope is, the place, the effect of the place, because that place, the Kurukshetra, is a Dharma Kshetra, because of the religious, many of the, even Brahma and many devatas have done the sacrifices at that place. So that's why it is very, very religious place. And because of the effect of the influence of that, the religious place, he was, hoping that Pandavas can, that effect would happen only on the Pandava side. If that effect happens on his son's side, then that's why he was fearful. Because if my sons compromise, because of this influence of the religiosity in that place, and he is fearful because he doesn't want to give the kingdom to the Pandavas. But he is hoping that Pandavas can retire from the battle and go, live in the forest begging. This is what he's hoping it. And this is all. Imagine that everyone in this world, go through the same situation. If someone says that we are living in the America, and America had to, go fight with some other country, and if they say that, every male has to go and fight in the war, imagine that how much stress and anxiety we all go through it. It is a crisis situation, right? And Pandavas also there. They are the 5 Pandavas brothers, and among the 5 Pandavas, Arjuna is the key person. He's a Parantapa, he's Ajeya. No one can defeat Arjuna. And that all the Pandavas have the hope on Arjuna. At that moment, at that final moment, everyone, the conch shells are blowing and, everyone, drums are beating and getting ready to fight. At that moment, Arjuna said, I cannot fight. So Arjuna is going through the crisis there. Why the crisis happening? Because he's overwhelmed,
Attachment.
by the compassion for his family members and his teachers and his, all the relatives and the gurus and, grandparents. So he's a very much, compassionate. And because of that, he is in a crisis situation. And similarly, every one of us, every moment, we go through so many crises in our life. And in that crisis situation, Arjuna, do not know what to do. So he went into the, the confusion stage. Should I do that? And should I fight it? And he was not able to. Finally, he is trying to, present so many reasons in front of Krishna. He says I cannot see any happiness. I'm not going to see that. So he gives so many noble reasons and moral reasons, to stop this battle. And then in that situation, because of his heart is overwhelmed by the compassion, and in a crisis situation, and in a confused state, he kept all his weapons aside, and he's is completely occupied with the grief. And then why he is presenting all this? Because of we also present so many reasons in our life, right? And to gain the mercy or sympathy, because this is how our situation is. We wanted sympathized, so we wanted the sympathy from the others, and this is the same situation. Arjuna is there standing, kind of sitting in the battlefield and trembling with the grief, and he's crying, literally crying completely. So this shows, in this world, at the moment, there are, materialistic people like a Dhritarashtra and a Duryodhana. And, a Duryodhana character, if we understand that, Duryodhana is such a diplomat, right? Because of, he's acting in such a way that, he wanted to gain everyone's support completely. And he wanted to make sure everyone fight up to their capacity. So to achieve that goal, and he even went to, his guru. And imagine that this kind of people, when we are in the dualism and a diplomatic situation, and we cannot hear the right persons. Actually, that's why Duryodhana was hearing from the wrong person. the Shakuni. He took the shelter. He surrendered to, like a Shakuni. And the Shakuni situation. And when Dhritarashtra married to Gandhari, and after he married, he came to know that, I'm just giving the Shakuni background, and how Duryodhana, trusting Shakuni more than Krishna. Right? So, kind of the Dhritarashtra came to know that Gandhari had one marriage before, first marriage with a goat, because she had some, some bad omen or whatever it is called. So to remove that, they had to, made the, marriage to that goat, and they killed the goat, and that was over. So, but Dhritarashtra did not know all that before his marriage. And what he did was he arrested all Gandhari's father and all the brothers, and he kept in the prison. And they were not even giving him the food. And everyone is getting little food. And they, the Gandhari father decided, if we eat only little food, we all are going to die soon. So either what they have done is, they have collected all the food, everyone they get every day, and they fed only the Shakuni, the small last son, youngest brother of Gandhari. And only Shakuni survived from that. And Shakuni's father died in the prison itself, and with his bones. And his father told Shakuni, use my bones to make that, like a dice. And that's why, Shakuni made the dice with his own father's bone. And those dice are under the control of Shakuni. Whatever Shakuni says, they listen. And Shakuni decided to destroy this, Dhritarashtra and Duryodhana's whole family. But he came as a relative, because he's a brother. He's a, a maternal uncle. And Shakuni, achieved the trust of Duryodhana. But Shakuni goal is different. So that's why, but Duryodhana somehow, he surrendered to Shakuni, and Shakuni is took completely to destroy. So this is what happens when we are in dualism, and when we expect material benefits, and to achieve those the benefits, then we go wrong side of it. But whereas the other side, Arjuna, even in the crisis, he turned to Krishna. This is the beauty. And when he turned to Krishna, then he got the success. And that was the, the first chapter summary. Anyone have any questions, comments here, Mataji? So,
what? Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
I want to ask, why did Dhritarashtra put all of them in the jail?
Because they did not reveal that, Gandhari are already previous marriage.
Oh.
So if he felt, because of Dhritarashtra is such a abhiman, so he takes that so much to the heart, anything. Why? Because of his, physical, physically handicapped. Dhritarashtra is not only physically handicapped, actually is mentally disordered too. Because that's why, he could have made an arrangement that, we don't have to, fight. They could have made okay, you both share the kingdom, but he did not want to. And he knew that Krishna is the supreme personality of Godhead, but still, because of his attachment, because of his, affection towards his sons, and he considered them only Kauravas are the, legal heirs of the whole kingdom.
That's right. But I didn't know that he even starved the whole family. So he must be really very upset.
Right. So Shakuni was like such a determined, like I will, take this family, I'll destroy this family. And to destroy that, he has to gain the trust of the Kauravas. So that's why he came and stayed in Hastinapur itself, because he doesn't have anyone.
Well, he didn't have any family, marriage, kids, and he did not
have a marriage, but he moved to Hastinapur, so he's staying in Hastinapur itself. Enjoying the facilities and controlling the entire and giving all the wrong instructions and wrong suggestions.
Brainwashed them. He brainwashed the kids.
Right. So, and they loved him so much.
Of course, Mama.
Correct.
Shani Mataji has question, Chandra.
Yes, Shani Mataji, go ahead.
Dandava Pranam, Hare Krishna. My question is, does it ever say, I know that the Bhagavad Gita is part of the Mahabharata, right? Does it say anywhere why Krishna chose Arjuna over everyone else?
Right. And Krishna gives that answer, like in many places in a Bhagavad Gita. He says that in the 4th chapter also, you are my devotee and you are my, like a friend. It's one of the front, and not only in the 4th chapter, many places. Because you are not envious. You are not, like a anasuya. You are not jealous. And because of to be chosen by Krishna, we have to have a, like the qualification, right? Even, like for the politically or to make a class leader, when we go to the school, to make him a class leader, he has to have some of the, like a good qualities, right? So if they don't have that good qualities, and they cannot make him the even leader also, right? So for everything, we have to have a qualification. And Arjuna had a qualification of that. Arjuna was not envious of Krishna. Arjuna was not jealous of Krishna. Moreover, Arjuna is a devotee of Krishna. And Arjuna, one time, I'll tell you the one story. One time, Arjuna, and Krishna went on the, a field trip. And Arjuna was driving the chariot that time, and he was tired. And he came to Dwaraka, both of them, Arjuna and Krishna. Arjuna was sleeping. He's taking rest. And Rukmini was cooking for Arjuna. And, she said, okay, get up, they get up, the prasadam is ready. Then Krishna says, go and call Arjuna. When Rukmini Devi went into Arjuna's room, and she was literally, the water is coming from her eyes, and she couldn't able to even talk anything to Krishna, and Krishna doesn't know what is happening. And at that time, Narada came, and Narada also went inside. And what happened? Go check it. And Narada went inside, and he was literally in ecstatic mood. He was kind of dancing mood. He came out and he couldn't speak. Then Satyabhama goes there, and Satyabhama also, stunned. Then finally Krishna went, and when Krishna went inside to Arjuna's room, where Arjuna was taking rest, and the whole body of Arjuna, every pore on his skin, it is chanting the Krishna name only. Imagine that how much love Arjuna had towards Krishna. But it's all shocked. It's Arjuna looked like a Gruhastha and looked like a family man. Right? Beyond that, Arjuna is a greatest devotee. That's why, how come Krishna play with him and stay with him and eat with him and sleep with him on the same bed and they fight with him? What a great qualification Arjuna had it. That's why even Yudhishthira, Dharmaraj is such a a pious dharmic person, but Krishna did not choose. Krishna doesn't want the dharmic or anything. Krishna wanted the devotion. So, because of Arjuna's devotion, and Arjuna was serving Krishna as a sakha, as a friend also. Right? So, but throughout if you notice, watch the Bhagavad Gita, throughout the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna himself tells many times about this.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, is this coming from Mahabharata or Bhagavad Gita, Prabhu?
Which one?
This story now you said. This
Yes.
Arjuna story.
Right, Mahabharata.
Mahabharata.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like amazing, like Arjuna's devotion. We don't see him, Arjuna, like that, because we see him as a fighter only.
Yes.
But, like he is. So, is that okay, Mataji, for now? So, we'll when we go to the next chapters, we'll definitely.
Okay. Prabhu.
Right.
Yeah, okay.
So, this is the summary,
Yes.
In the first chapter, it reveals our current condition. Like a Dhritarashtra. Some of us are in the condition of Dhritarashtra. Some of us in the condition of Duryodhana. Some of us in the condition of Arjuna. Isn't it?
Yes, yes.
Yes.
And so that means Duryodhana, Dhritarashtra, they are, if we can classify them as a materialistic non-devotee, and Arjuna is a devotion. And if we see the different personalities, how they behave, right?
Right.
So materialistic people, Duryodhana and Dhritarashtra, completely attachment to their positions. And because of that attachment, they hook or crook, they wanted to get it. That is their one side of the condition is. Whereas the other side of the condition is in a crisis mode because of the compassion. That compassion is not only for his soldiers, because of Arjuna could see it, like the result of the war. The result of the war never going to be the pleasant. When there is an accident, there is never going to be a pleasant moment, right? Always disaster. So Arjuna, as being a devotee, he could able to see that. That is where, it differentiates, Arjuna or the devotee versus a non-materialistic person. So we have to be, yes, in the first chapter, we can just, based on these characters, based on what we discussed, analyze yourself where you are. No one have to judge and no one have to, comment on it. And just say, okay, I am in the first chapter and this personality is very, very relevant to me. All right? So, and this is what happens. Even Karna and Krishna, many people compare it. Their lifestyle goes similarly. Karna had to stay away from the parents. Krishna had to stay away from the parents. But end of the day, how Krishna handled situations and Karna, how he handled the situation. Right? Because of that, a kind of attachment to his material things. But Krishna, he doesn't care. All right. So that's why the Duryodhana did not mention Krishna's name in the first chapter. He says everyone's name, but not Krishna, because of he does not even considering Krishna, existence. But his father Dhritarashtra knew very well. And Duryodhana seeing Krishna. See, this is another thing we have to understand. Being a devotee, we say that association, when we association will facilitate the good facilities, good opportunities. But if you say that I don't take the association, who cares? Like a Duryodhana had face to face stayed with Krishna and he had seen Krishna, but still he, instead of taking the blessings of mercy of Krishna, he wanted to tie Krishna. He wanted to defeat Krishna. So, and he never got the association. Right? So now let's see the Arjuna's condition. what Krishna was saying. Normally, this is another thing. Arjuna's, the level of understanding. Arjuna could have gone to Bhishma Dev, right? And he could have gone to the Yudhishthira Maharaj, his brother. Because Yudhishthira Maharaj can give every answer. Do you remember that? Yudhishthira Maharaj is not an ordinary person. Because of one time, I'll tell you a story. Because of this time I try to cover as many a story. One time when they were in the forest, and they were, Draupadi and Kunti were feeling, thirsty. And they say yeah, go, they sent Nakula, Sahadeva one by one, and they all gone, and they died. And Bhima gone, he died, and finally Arjuna gone, Arjuna died, then finally Yudhishthira Maharaj gone. And Yudhishthira Maharaj was about to, he saw that everyone lay dead, and he was about to take the water, and there is a Yaksha. So the Yaksha king, he asked, hey, first, before you take the water, this river belongs to me. Before you take the water, answer my questions. I told your brothers also, but your brothers did not listen to me out of pride and their energy, and they are dead. If you also do not answer my questions and touch the water, you will be dead. And then Yaksha started asking all the questions, right? And some of the questions are very, very. One time we discuss only those questions. I literally love a couple of them out of those. And one question he says that, what is the wondrous thing in this world?
Poverty.
No, the wondrous thing in this world is, and Yudhishthira Maharaj is that everyone is going to die.
Daridram.
Everyone is going to
die. Poverty.
No, that everyone is going to die. Even
I can't hear. Your voice is not clear for me. Is that only for me or to everyone?
For everyone. I think I can't hear you.
Now we can hear you, Prabhu.
Yeah.
Now it's clear.
No, actually, Sridevi Mataji voice is breaking. We didn't hear it. Sridevi Mataji, what? Can you repeat, Mataji? Sridevi Mataji.
Dharma Putra told the wonder Yaksha asked, everyone is going to die, even though all of us, if we go to a funeral or something like that, we are enjoying. He doesn't know that we are also going to die one day. We are also on the queue. People are not feeling that.
Right.
No,
That is the wonder.
Can you repeat it? Mataji, I'm not able to hear clearly.
I'll repeat that, Sugnaka. Her voice is a little bit breaking up.
Right.
When Yaksha asked, what is the wondrous thing, Adbhut, in this world? And he says that many questions are there, but this is the one, we are taking this now. And what is the wondrous thing? And Yudhishthira says that, though everyone is dying, and we are also standing in a queue of death, and thinking that we make all, arrangements are all all the plans to make better, thinking that we are never going to die.
Right.
That is the wondrous thing. But when we come to the bhakti, and the first thing we realize is, I realize that everyone is going to die in this world.
Right.
So that means I am going to die. When? That is the only yet to be determined.
Correct.
Right? When we see this, when we take this to heart, and when we contemplate, meditate on this one, and what is the Are we going to die with the pain and suffering? No.
We don't know.
We don't. Because we know that everyone is going to die. I'm going to die.
We are going to
Then
die.
why I have to worry so much? Because I have to die. The pain is we don't want to go. We don't want to die. That is the pain, right? Actually, that is the pain. I don't want to die. I want to stay with all my family members. I wanted to, have everything the way I am having right now. But no, you are going to leave everything behind here. You are not going to take your position, your status, your fame, your name. Everything is going to finish. And then why I have to worry so much? So this is what, when we do the real sadhana, when we chant real, attentively and sincerely with a humble mode, definitely we are going to come to this level. This level of
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Sorry, Prabhuji, for interrupting. Actually, at the time of death, we will also feel pain. Like 1,000 scorpions biting. Is it said in this Shastra? Is it right, Prabhuji?
Yes. You know what is that pain? Anyone knows that what is the pain?
Antima Yatra.
What is that pain is called? Don't think that pain is like someone is like a hitting or pinching, all the scorpion. You know how much is the pain is going to be at the time of death? According to Bhavishya Purana, it is 40,000 scorpions biting at one time.
Wow.
Not just one scorpion. If one scorpion
Same
is
time.
biting,
40,000.
Same time.
Same time.
at the same minute, same second,
Yes,
whole entire body, the 40,000 scorpions biting. And can you imagine for 5 seconds, imagine that how much pain is going to be.
Right. That's why they're arranging hospice care.
Yeah, even hospice care also, they have to go through this suffering. Suffering. Why? What is that suffering? What is that pain? Anyone thought that? What is the pain? The pain is the attachment. We are leaving the family. I'm leaving my family. I'm leaving my home. I'm leaving my name. I'm leaving my, everything.
Property. Gold.
I'm leaving everything. The gold, property, your bed, your pillow, your blanket, your, the utensils, cooking pots. Everyone have I love this, flower vase. You have to leave that. You are going to miss it. Everything. And your lifestyle. Oh, I was living like this. I'm keeping, my house like this. Everything is like a living. And one time they will be shown on the screen what you are going to lose. And imagine that all the things, I'm going to lose, I'm going to lose everything. Everything is a pain. And that is the pain. No more. I'm not going to speak to my wife anymore. I'm not going to see her face. I'm not going to trouble her anymore. Imagine that. Right? How much trouble we give to the wife. And we miss
Our
that.
children, Prabhuji.
Huh?
Our children, we are going to leave our children.
Yeah.
Our dependents.
Everything is like a going. I can't see anymore. This is the emotion we get that time. And we get into that more pain. So that is the situation. That is the pain. So it's not an easy thing, death. That's why people die with the fear. And because of fear of losing everything. And then the life, air will go from the bottom side of it. Some people with, urinate while leaving the body. Some people go for, a number 2 while leaving the body. And some people, eyes will be open. Some people, saliva comes out. Because of the fear, they try to hold it tightly. Forget it. Everything will go. when you see this much pain, I'm going to get it, but still, even if I don't accept it, I have to live anyway. I'll be kicked out. Yamadutas comes and pick us up. Then it's better to voluntarily go. Voluntarily prepare for that. That is the art of death, come from the devotion, from the bhakti. This Krishna consciousness, give us that bhakti. Yes, Lakshmi Mata.
Sometimes we hear no Prabhuji. Like he was asking for, I feel like I'm not feeling well, just give me something to drink. So the next second they will die. So in that case, how
no, but still internally, like some people, they die like that, but like still on the screen at that moment, they see whatever they see, that is going to be their next life. And like some of them will not, but old age, imagine that at the old age people, natural death. See, some of those are like abnormal deaths, and even for them they have to continue the journey again. But this like a normal way, and we can't even drink our own water. Yeah. We cannot even pick up own cup. So it is like not an easy thing here, right? So that is what they say, that it is a pain. While living at the time of the death, this all we have we don't even know that how many attachments we have it, how many knots. It is called knot, and everything is a knot. And who is going to take care of my dal? Who is going to take care of my biryani? I'm not going to eat any more the biryani. Like everything is and what is going to happen to my ice cream? I used to like this flavor. I was like, no more ice cream. You see that everything, but devotees are prepared.
Ramesh Prabhu, please bring. Please get our ice creams from.
Mataji, I'm not in the classroom, Mataji.
That's why in a modern medicine, what they say, terminally ill people, eat whatever you can, do whatever you want to do, enjoy life. They let them do whatever they want.
Yeah, but if they lose that way, then what happens is that the senses become more stronger, and the next time they ask more. Even that's why like when the kids in the kids stage, they habituated to it, and in the olden days, and even the diseased person, the doctor says that don't eat meat, don't eat ice cream. Still they eat it.
What are you gonna do?
I was eating all those days because of that. See, the body became like that, but senses did not become old. The senses did not become like a diseased, right? Only the body became diseased. They say that I don't care. Give me. Are you giving me, or I'm going to declare a war? Like a China principle. I said, come on. If you don't give me, they come on a war.
This is sad.
This is what happens. That's why when we come to the bhakti, we know that what the sense, what the individual senses, is, and what their, demands are, and we know that how to control them, So everything we know that, then we say that, just shut up.
Mm-hmm.
Your condition is not good. We are not taking it. Just shut up. Then they'll shut up. Yeah. Otherwise, they will make us, body. I don't care. You die and whatever is happening. Just you give me the ice cream. That's it. That's why when people get the diabetic, they wanted to eat more sweets.
Right.
Because senses don't care. They are not in line. They are not controlled senses. So, but bhakti, see, this is what we have to learn and practice it. And all these things can happen only when we take the shelter of, instead of taking the shelter of every other person externally, take the shelter of the Paramatma, who is residing inside in the heart of every living entity. And if we take that shelter, then everything will be under control. Yes, this body is there and to serve the Krishna, not for any other purposes. Actually, that is the purpose. Only in the bhakti only we understand this. If you tell other person, they slap us.
Yes.
We have to buy more ice creams that time. So this is the situation happens. We cannot tell this, to the outside of the people. This human life is only this purpose. But when they wanted to know and they understand it, right? So that is why we are, every one of us in the life, in the beginning, we are in the first chapter. But our goal is to go to the 18th chapter and says that, as Arjuna said, Karishye vachanam tava. Because in the second chapter, Arjuna was thinking that, oh, Krishna will give me some sympathy. Krishna did not give him a sympathy. He slapped him. What happened? Instead of sympathy, he slapped him. Do you believe that? And Arjuna was thinking that, oh, Krishna is so nice, so I can... But he went to the right person. This is another thing we have to remember it. Arjuna did not turn to Yudhishthir. Though he is a very dharmic, he did not go to Yudhishthir. And Arjuna did not go to Bhishma. And Arjuna did not go to his teacher also, Drona. Where did he go? He went to the God, Supreme Personality of Godhead.
His Guru.
And where we have to go now? Don't go to the friend. Don't go to our family member. Don't go to our mother. When a girl get married, what happens? Girl, for everything, girl depends on the mother. And whatever mother says, that the girl think that, the daughter thinks that my mother is a Veda, all teaching all the Vedic knowledge. Well, forget about the Vedic knowledge. All the nonsense knowledge, she gets it and she fights at the husband's place. And she tries to screw up the husband's life, but finally she screws up herself. No, we shouldn't go. We have to go to the Shastra. What is Shastra is saying about my role now? I came to the new family. I accepted a new role, new responsibility. What is my behavior? What would be my attitude? Because the Bhakti teaches us the attitude. If we are not learning the attitude, then our sadhana, even our seva will not happen. If we say that there is a seva, oh, okay, you do this. Actually, when we do that Bhakti, imagine, I used to wonder, at the time of Thanksgiving Day in America, everyone used to say that, they never shared before Thanksgiving. Hey, you wanted this item, huh? So this store has a good deal. You go and buy it. They never told us. And after Thanksgiving, did you buy that? It has a good deal. I said, what is this? Why are you telling me now? Yeah. You didn't tell me before. Why are you telling me now? Because they wanted to see my reaction.
Exactly.
Imagine that. This is the attitude building it. How can we progress it, right? So we have to build a proper attitude. If you buy it, you buy it. There are not just the only item. One item is there, right? There are many items. You could share with the people. Because you have to build the attitude in a way that it will be helpful for everyone. So Bhakti is attitude. Completely, and then Rupa Goswami says this instruction, we all have to take it to heart. Our progress depends on our attitude. Our spiritual progress depends on our attitude. What kind of attitude are we building? By seeing Duryodhana, Do you want to build a Duryodhana attitude? Go ahead.
Yeah.
If you wanted to, Krishna never says that, don't build this. Krishna says that you want to build a Duryodhana attitude, like a diplomat, and even in the Bhakti also you do all the politics and all these crap things, or you wanted to, like a develop attitude of Shakuni, go ahead, feel free. Or you wanted to develop an attitude of the, like the Dhritarashtra, go ahead. Or you have a choice of building the attitude of Bhishma, Drona, Ashwatthama, and you have a choice of building the attitude of Arjuna. So, what is the attitude we have to build? We have to build the attitude of gratitude. So, this is the only way for everything. Everything is happening because of the mercy of the Lord, because of the mercy of the Guru. So, and we have to develop that attitude, always paying gratitude. Yes, internally and externally, both. Otherwise, what happens is, even with the service, because we have to be, like how we become, like in the service, yes, I want to do it. Any service comes to, okay, I'll do it. I said, okay, you already have so much. I said, no, I still can do it. I can manage it. Like sometimes I used to say that any work in the office, I said, look, I can handle it. And if someone asks, oh, I can do it. Someone asks, I can do it. But when it comes to Bhakti, okay, I do only this. Why? At the work I could say that. Why can't I say here? See the difference now?
Because Prabhuji, they are paying every hours. Here, no.
But here you are
But
gaining
here, this
more.
is like a seva,
more.
right? Seva.
No. So, through seva, we are gaining more actually. That
Yes,
is
Prabhuji,
only.
but this is also, we have to came to know in the ISKCON, we have to do the enough service. Too much service also, nobody understand that. They'll get stress only. They didn't understand that.
Because they are not doing the right way.
Right.
Because when you say that, okay, someone is giving, say, I am doing it. See, imagine taking care of a 2-year, second-year-old kid. How much mother, if we do that same mother taking care of the child, 2-year-old, because of in America it says that terrible too. And he runs here and there and he's like all the mess. But mother never says that I am tired. Anytime, have you seen mother says that I am tired? Like I don't want to take care of this child anymore.
Prabhuji, my sister-in-law, now her daughter got the second baby. Just 4 months only. They are just crying. One family, they can't take care. 2 kids. Second, the little one. Everyone is in the center of the kids only. Everyone doing. Literally, she's crying. Now I can see that.
They are not handling properly because of their. See, having the baby is a mission. It's a responsibility. It's not that okay, like naturally they happen. Like what can we do? Because see, if I don't want it, if I get it, then I feel bad. I feel like stressed out. Yes. Right?
Yes.
But normally a mother never going to stressed out. Is that do you accept all the mothers?
Is okay, Prabhuji. But one side, this also there. One side, this is untold story.
Yes, Mataji. They don't want the child that time, but they had like an accident happen and they got the child because they were preparing for something and this child came. It's like, and they were expecting someone will take care of it. That is not the motherlyhood.
Right.
Mother always.
So temporarily we'll say, Prabhuji, like I'm having this much trouble.
Yes.
But out of heart we never say.
Nobody said that. But still,
taking
this
care
part
of
also
it.
there. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, if you tell that family is like give the child to someone,
Oh, then they would say no.
Yeah, they won't do that. They won't do that. Yes.
That's simple. So, but when the bhakti, if someone is taking it, we will be happy. Right?
Right. it was. It's just.
So if you compare the bhakti as a child and mother relationship, then we understand the best. And we never ever, if someone is taking on my service, I should not be happy.
Yes,
I
yes.
should feel guilty. I should go, why Krishna? That's why, our acharyas praise that, give me thousands of hands to serve you. And give me thousands of mouths, tongues. I can, glorify you. Are we at there that time? We have to come to that level of that kind of attitude we have to build.
Right.
If we give service to someone, if someone else is taking the service, we have to internally, we have to struggle so much. Krishna, what a life you have, miserable body you have given me. I cannot able to serve, and because of my inability, I am giving service to someone.
Right.
So when we come to that level, when we do that kind of service, like a mother and the child relationships kind of service, then Krishna, we will see Krishna in this life only. If we wanted to see Krishna, we wanted to go back to Godhead, that is how it should be. Otherwise, we are indicating Krishna, you stay there, I stay couple of more lifetimes here only.
Right.
We are already indicating that to Krishna. We are not saying Krishna is like, no, I want you this lifetime. So that is the building the attitude. You have to feel suffering. Someone is taking service. We don't know when we are going to come to that level, but that is how we all should behave. So this is what we have to build the attitude from the beginning. Even if we do not have that one, get rid of all the bad things. Now let's start building the great, gratitude of attitude.
Mm-hmm.
So when we build this, we see that we reach Krishna this lifetime only. We have to make the goal also. Krishna, no more. If you wanted to eat beatings and scoldings and criticism and so many again and again, then whatever the way we are doing it, that is okay. But don't give the indication to Krishna, because Krishna is smart. Don't forget that. Krishna is super smart. Alright? So we have a choice of building the attitude. What kind of attitude? Based on the first chapter. We know where we are now. And let's make clear path, clear goal, a clarity, completely convincing way. Say that where you wanted to go. Build it. Because when we, go through these classes, summary classes, let's build that attitude. Alright? That is by the time 18th chapter, let's see where we will go. Arjuna went to Karishye Vachanam Tava. Are we going to go there or where we are? Any other questions, comments here, Matajis, Prabhujis? Even if I speak something not related to you or you feel if anything is nonsense, please forgive me on that too. But just wanted to speak the complete truth here.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. I think it's a good topic to talk about. I like the discussion. It's a good one.
So our goal is to develop unconditional love for Lord Krishna.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what it is. Whatever the sadhana service you do it unconditionally.
Right. Remember that everyone is a mother, and we have to do that service to Krishna as a motherly service.
Right, absolutely. So we have a long way to go.
Anyone have any other comments? Because I've just wanted to go chapter by chapter. And the first chapter, this is completely related to us. Many people think that first chapter is nothing. But actually, first chapter is, mirror in front of us, where we are.
Opening our eyes.
Yeah. So it shows the...
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Prabhuji, I think we have missed out a point in our discussion. There was Hanumanji's flag was on the chariot of Arjuna. Did we discuss about that,
No,
Prabhuji,
so
in this?
we were not going into the details of the chapter. We are just trying to see the practical way of applications. What is our condition? And from there, where we wanted to go. We just discussed that, in that battlefield, some of them are getting the bad omens and some of them are getting the good omens. Because whenever there is a battle happening, this is the kind of, things we see it. Right? So we are not going to the details of what...
In depth.
Okay. Yeah, correct.
Okay, Prabhuji.
Just
Thanks,
a summary which can be used in our day-to-day life, like a practical.
Only highlights.
Correct.
Okay. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. It's clear, Prabhuji. Dandavat pranams, Prabhuji.
Very nice class, Prabhuji. Very nice.
Very nice.
Very nice.
We enjoyed a lot, Prabhuji.
Yeah, today's class is interesting. I don't feel like it's a Bhagavad Gita. It's a completely like a Mahabharata.
No, because I just wanted to go.
It is a Mahabharata.
That's why
every one of life is a Mahabharata battle.
Correct.
Every one of
Definitely, Prabhuji.
Every family is a battlefield.
Right.
Every body is a battlefield.
Right.
The good and bad always fight in it. And
Yes,
everybody
Prabhuji.
get into confusion. From that confusion, and we are leaving the Arjuna here at the confusion and at the crisis mode. And the second chapter onwards. And Arjuna is expecting a sympathy also. In a crisis mode, in a confusion situation, he is expecting a sympathy from Krishna. But Krishna did. Instead of giving a sympathy, Krishna had given a slap. Jai.
Controlling senses is a big battle, Prabhuji.
No, we cannot control it because they are not belong to us.
Only we can guide it. Yes, Prabhuji. Yeah.
No, they are not belong to us. They are not under our control because they are under control of the controller.
Right.
Controller.
We can only guide it, Prabhuji. Yes.
Prabhuji, Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. What I learned is we should not be weak-hearted like Dhritarashtra. We should not also be like soft-hearted like Arjuna. Right, Prabhuji? I got this.
No, we have to be the soft-hearted. We have to be like a soft-hearted. Be more than Arjuna.
Not like Arjuna, Prabhuji. Not like Arjuna, Prabhuji. Because he was driven by compassion now. Out of compassion only, we are losing so many things in life.
No, we have to be in a compassion. We have to be complete love. Because of Arjuna, but compassion of Arjuna is wrong place. That's all. But we have to have a compassion on the stones. We have to have a compassion on the stones also. We have to become like a butter kind of heart. Krishna wanted butter kind of heart. We have all the mutter kind of heart. Punjab mutter. And in the Punjab mutter, like the mutter curry.
Mutter paneer.
Krishna wanted butter. But we are hearing that, Krishna says butter. Maybe if I like mutter, then I think like, okay, Krishna says mutter. And Sugnaka says that like butter paneer, butter masala paneer. So, because of Sugnaka.
She's adding one more paneer also, she's adding.
Right, because no, this is what happens. Exactly, this is like we laugh at this situation, but many people understand this way. Krishna wanted butter kind of one. I heard as a mutter, and someone understood as a gutter, and someone understood as a something else, and someone is like a, and based on that they go that direction. So like, why you are not be pleased with me? I made a mutter. I said like, are foolish. I did not ask mutter. I asked butter.
You can make a butter paneer.
Right, but right. So Krishna wanted the butter kind of heart.
But the Mataji says that it can be like a butter, can be like Arjuna. She says, but there is a devotion and the bhakti is the one melts your heart to the point of like a buttery description. So Sattva Guna is the one gets him real purified bhakti that he has shown. And then Krishna is viewed as a guru for him.
We have to come to the Vishuddha Sattva. Sattva not. Sattva is okay. But at the Sattva level, our everything works properly. We will be like in the good state. But from there we have to go to the Vishuddha Sattva. So that is the place Krishna comes.
Right.
Because we have to go beyond the three gunas.
Oh, so he slapped him because, and I told everything and do whatever you want. So it's a kind of.
Yeah, like a kid wanted, like, oh, mama, I wanted the chocolate cookie. Then big slap. It's like,
right.
What's happening?
It's not good for you.
So Krishna did not give a sympathy. And this is another thing we have to understand it. Because we always expect the people which we consider them as a Shiksha Guru or we consider our, like a well-wishers, we always expect what we wanted. But the Guru never gives what you wanted. Guru gives what you need. If we understand this clearly, then we understand the bhakti, we do the bhakti right way. Otherwise, we always wanted prayas, not shreyas. In the second chapter, we understand that.
Right.
What is good for me, not that what I like. Give me what I like. For example, in the first chapter, Arjuna was expecting that only. Krishna gave the slap and said like, Hare, I'm not going to give you anything what you like. I'll give you what you want.
Right. It's up to you, whatever you want to do.
Right. So, and he is giving that same indication for us also. Build a Dhritarashtra mentality, controlling mentality, and the enjoying mentality. Duryodhana mentality, or Shakuni mentality, or Karna mentality, or Arjuna mentality.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. So, in this devotion seva also, Krishna, what you need, that seva only I give you, like that, or we can wish what we like, we can do. That is also like
we have to take everything and anything. Because of when we please Krishna, there is no discrimination. But when we mix our stuff, then there is a discrimination. Right?
Prabhu, so, can you repeat it, Prabhu?
When we see just the pleasure of Krishna, we don't see discrimination of the service. You can mop the floor, or you can take care of the shoes, you can clean the bathrooms, or you can do the Arjuna, worship to the Krishna. There is no difference. Krishna aspects, there is no discrimination. But when we add our stuff into it, I need the, like a Pujari Seva. Then if you're not going to get the Pujari Seva, then you get frustrated because you are expecting something and Krishna is giving something.
Right.
Because of Krishna is utilizing the Maya. Go test this person. This person, this Chandra Vamshi, this stupid fellow thinks that he is doing better service, and he sent something against to me. Then he sees that how I am handling it. Then he's like insulator. He's like, how are his looks? How is his talk? How is his like a behavior? And how is he responding it, reacting it? Then based on that, he says, Baba, you failed.
Oh, then when we do the seva, we feel very blissful happiness. That is good, right, Prabhuji? That is not a problem.
No, when we do the seva for the pleasure of the Lord, we always be blissful.
Yeah, okay.
No matter how much seva you do it.
Okay.
But when we say that, oh, that Prabhuji is giving this seva, that Mataji is giving this seva, then finished, we get tired.
Oh, okay.
No, Krishna is not pleasing there. Because we are applying our likes or dislikes.
Oh, okay.
So we have to be very, very careful. Even I've seen the devotees, for any events happening, they work almost 2-3 days, they don't even have a sleep. But they just blissfully roam here and there. And how is that happening? Because they are just enjoying it. Krishna will take care of that. But it's like, how come that Prabhuji said, give me this seva? When you put this tag in front of that, then what is the result? Frustration.
No, I'm asking, whatever we are doing the seva blissfully, that is good.
That is good.
See, I feel very blissful, and whenever you say, Prabhuji, I try to, my mind, I can't say like, stop it, don't do it. I can't say like that. What I talk to my mind, if I feel to eat something like biryani or ice cream, I feel, see, now I'm going to prepare the Krishna Katha. Now we'll get nice taste in this. So we'll go this side, please come this. I always talk like in my mind, we'll go this way, this way. Otherwise,
because we have to prepare. We have to prepare. That is called the attitude. We have to train the mind. Training the mind in such a way that it acts favorable to Krishna.
Yes. Then okay.
If it is not favorable to Krishna, what I like it, then we are screwed.
Yeah, I always tell like, help me. Give me strength, Krishna. Please give me strength. I am.
Exactly.
And now I got one more experience, Prabhuji. Materially, whatever I like, Krishna gave me, and that is good or not. I realized that. Now I ask, I don't want those kind of thing. I want you. Now you work on that. I told that I want you.
And the devotee have to realize one more thing. Then I'll stop here. We have to realize everything we have to live here only. Whatever we have it. We have to live here and then we'll go with empty hands.
No, we have not empty hands. We have our bhakti. We are carry forward our.
But the materially
nothing, yes.
Our house, our bank balance, everything has to stay here.
Yes.
And Krishna asks at the port of entry, hey, what did you do with all your opulences? What did you do with your house? What did you do with your whole life? You spent so much time to earn it. What did you do? I said, look, I have given to my kids. I said, look, go to kids then again.
Oh.
There is no entry because you used for somewhere else, right?
Well, look what Prabhupada did.
We have to say proudly, Krishna, whatever you have given, I used in your service.
Right.
Then Krishna checks it, like, really? Is he saying true or not?
Actually.
All the devotees will say that. There also our devotees there, this same community. They say, like, oh, yeah, he's good. He did it. Then we go. Krishna says, like, well done. Otherwise, Hare Bol.
Hare Bol.
Back to pavilion. Again back to same from zero. Go to the school and go to the college. go to the office.
But the
Then
bhakti will continue from there.
Yeah, bhakti will continue, but how much bhakti? We think that we are doing bhakti, but Krishna had to see that are we really doing the bhakti or not?
Some positive vibe, Prabhuji. Why we are making too much down ourselves? Little bit.
Well, I
We have to put
don't
ourselves
know.
down. We have to put ourselves down. If you go up, if we put ourselves up, we can't go.
No, I'm just saying, yeah. Not like
Yeah.
that, yeah.
Right, but that's how I do it. Like I always keep myself down as like nothing. This is nonsense things I'm doing here.
No, I think you're doing a great service.
Yes,
But I think if our bhakti is pure, we'll go to Vaikuntha. If not, we'll be reborn again. So,
Yes. That's what everything is written. Everything is tracked. We have a tracker inside.
right?
It tracks everything.
Is written. Everything is written except we don't know. So
That's why
maybe-
the second principle we have to understand, realize that everything have to live here only.
right.
Then we use properly.
I think whatever the service we do, it will be still like a bank balance we have, depending upon how much we have done, accumulated our bhakti. So pure bhakti, maybe we will go to Vaikuntha. If not, we'll be born again in a human being rather than animal or some other stuff. So I don't know. We don't know our destiny.
Correct. So, but we are making our destiny through this bhakti process. Because we are making our destiny.
Yeah. My goal is not to reborn again. So.
Yeah. Let's become more serious, more sincere. Like whatever is happening, Krishna, this moment, we have to live like this is my last moment. And in this last moment, what service I can do to Krishna? What can I do to please Krishna?
Right.
Hope this helps. So this is not to discourage, but we have to understand where we are, honestly, realistically. Because if I speak only, we all come to that level. That's why I'm speaking. But you are all very better position than me actually, compared to me.
No, I don't.
But I have to speak, even for myself, because of this is what the situation is.
You're a spiritual master here. So. I think we've done-
Master speaks like that. What about the students?
Because I speak myself, always when the hot things are there, I speak myself.
Yes.
That's it where I am, so I have to build from there.
Let's ask Nagendra Kanya what she says about you.
Right? No, because of Krishna asked, because all the devotee have to vote for me also. But I get more negative votes actually.
No.
No, problem.
Because of many say like, oh, he's so rude, he's so strong. It's like, okay, what can I do?
Oh, no. Sometimes teachers can guide you. If you take a soft teacher who doesn't teach much, and they're intermediate teachers and they're tough teachers. Actually, some tough teachers you learn a lot, and then it's there's something that you have to.
Hare Krishna Sugunaka, sorry for the interruption. Chandra Prabhuji is a very tough teacher.
Correct. I would rather trust a guidance and a tough teacher rather than soft and intermediate teacher. Oh, maybe you do this, maybe you don't need to do that, maybe not. Flickering kind of suggestions and ideas, and I don't value that. I would rather have, this is how it is, this is how you need to follow, and it's up to you what you want to do. It's exactly like Krishna is saying, look, I gave everything to you, and self-realization, don't cry and get up and do your job. And it's up to you, and I'm going to slap you. And he slapped. So do whatever you want. Don't ask me. So, and that's the tough teacher.
When we speak the philosophy, the subject, we have to speak everything in a real way, what Krishna intent is, then we are giving that opportunity. If you want to go to in this life to go to Krishna, there is this process. If you are okay process, then that's okay. Next in the next life, someone else, some other teacher comes and then we eat some more beatings there. Then we learn it.
Right.
So everywhere we have a possibility, but that's what the goal is important. This life or later, depending on that, how much we needed, how much time we needed to go to Krishna. Parikshit Maharaj had only 7 days. He went to Krishna.
Yeah.
And we have 100 years, but I don't know. We don't know. I don't know if I can go there.
Yeah.
We don't know, Prabhu, whether next 6 hours or 7 hours for us. Yeah.
But the goal, when we set up the goal is important.
The goal.
Yeah. Once we have the goal, then we have to work for it. Just setting up the goal is not enough. We have to associate those kind of people and set our, a determined way and sincere way. We have to put so much our side of effort.
Right. Oh, that's
long way, but we are making that's why we are at the first chapter now. That's why I brought everyone to put to the first chapter now. Because we were in the 18th chapter last week, now we came to first chapter. Then realized, okay, I saw the 18 chapters also. Now, right? In the 3D movies here.
So yeah, exactly. Whatever happens.
And like here and there, they're finally there. Oh, I'm here only. I'm happy now. So this is a life, but it's an individual choice. No one can pressure it. But this is how we take the subject. How you take it, then depending on we make it.
Right. Yeah.
So successfully we finished the first chapter. I think thank you so much for all your time, patience.
Thank you so much.
Tolerance.
Yeah, that's.
You are educating us, Prabhuji. You are guiding us to the right way.
What is that, Prabhuji?
Sorry, Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
What Prabhuji saying?
He is saying you are wasting your time. Up to his knowledge, he is like that only, Prabhuji. What to do? Krishna only to take care of.
Is your son, Mataji?
Yes,
Okay.
my son, yes.
Hare Krishna.
Quite often he used to say like that only, Prabhuji. Whenever I am in a class or I am spending some time on some YouTube classes, he will be saying, you are wasting your time. You are going to become a site tomorrow. Then one day I told him, no problem, since you are a doctor, you will take care of me. Quite often he will be. Up to he sees in Tamoguna, Prabhuji, what to do. Krishna only has to show him way. That's what I am.
It's all right because of people have those weapons. You are wasting your time. Then immediately because of Krishna also slapped Arjuna, right? Because of the kids also trying to slap us. Then we just accepted. Yeah, wow, it's so nice. Your comment is.
I have told him, Prabhuji, already. Actually, I have wasted my life for you. Now only I have got enlightened down. I have told him already.
Yeah, because of
I have wasted my life for you.
I'm already wasting it, but this is another 1 year. What can we do? 1 more year wasting, so no problem. So because that's all we can do it. We cannot argue with them. So
If we have to argue this, we should have some knowledge. Otherwise, we can't argue with him. Since he doesn't have that knowledge.
No, Krishna already said that whom to argue, whom not to argue. So
Yes, yes.
no, they are
That's why I'm not at all
elevated.
arguing.
They are elevated, so we don't have to argue with them. We are the fools. So it's like crazy people.
Not only my son Prabhuji, so many people nearby at Gita, they are saying like this only. Even my relatives, so many of them have become enemies for me nowadays.
Take their dust from their lotus feet. Like put it on the.
Mataji, only not for you the situation. Everyone having that, facing devotees. Yeah.
Right. Well, devotees have a tough life. You have to. That's also test. Lord Krishna gives test for us. That's what I think.
Yeah, every dealing in the material world is a test.
Right.
And that's why Krishna said that become humble.
After coming to Krishna conscious, life has become more tough, Prabhuji.
Yes, but now you see that everything is a proper way. Everything has to do the Shastra way. Previously, the way I like it, I do it. What is the problem? I sit on the floor, I jump on the first sofa. Is there, because that is, I bought my sofa, so I can do anything. But other come and sit and jump, then we'll see that our heart, breaks it.
Right.
I mean, this is the natural thing, natural tendencies of the humans.
Right.
Lakshmi Mataji, what did you get? You're laughing so much.
Because you're jumping on your
No, you said no, Prabhuji, it's my sofa, I can jump, and if somebody comes and do the same thing, we cannot tolerate, right?
But it's your property, you do whatever you want. Yeah, if somebody comes
No, when we came to this house, a new sofa set, so I used to wipe everything and
and if somebody comes and jumps on it.
Actually, one of my relatives brought their kid and they were just making that kid to sit in that, and they were feeding the sambar and other thing. It was spilling down. I was not able to tolerate that. How stupid I was at that time. I was thinking that.
Heart was coming to the toes, right?
Yeah, how stupid I was at that time. I was thinking. But really, Prabhuji, I am really happy that to that extent I have changed now.
No, because look at those are all attachments.
Yeah. How stupid I was. I was not able to tolerate Prabhuji because always wiping and other things, and that small kid was spilling sambar and idli and all on the sofa set. I was not able to. I don't know what I don't have.
Not only you. Everyone have to come to that level from there.
Yeah. But how did you handle it? The mother should be able to say, we're not going to sit here. Let's go to the table. They have to respect somebody's property.
Yeah. No, but we have to teach them too. But it is not like letting them to jump and all there because of the other mother. We have to train them. This is the place.
But now I can understand. Now I realize, but in their house they won't allow us also.
So then you have to.
But when they come to other house, they don't even care. So that was in my mind at that time.
Wonderful.
Actually, she was bringing the baby in the stroller. Prabhu, our Indian roads, right?
Right.
And just like that, they are taking that stroller. Same thing. From the road, she was coming and she was entering the house. They don't even know that they have to bring. She was thinking that she was bringing her kid. I didn't mean anything, but if the same thing I do in their house, they won't allow us also, Prabhu.
Correct.
Then they should do the same thing.
We'll be scared actually. Entering their house.
Welcome to material world. Welcome to material world.
Yes.
Yeah, but that other person should know what is good and what is bad.
Yeah.
She should respect somebody's properties too, just like that.
Maya world.
Yeah.
World.
In consideration.
You can't get the better things there.
But you know what? In some people's house, they say you cannot use the shoes inside the house. You have to leave the shoes.
You can tell them. You can tell them. That's not a problem. You have to tell them before.
You have to tell them. Please use the table. Please use this. Please use that. But you know what? I know you don't want to say it, but then you might as well say it so that something in it more.
So that's why from this mentality to protect ourselves. So we are coming as a devotee team, and now we know where we are. So when we read the first chapter of Bhagavad Gita, if we know where we are, so that means we are understanding right way. Right. Is that clear, Mataji? Wonderful. Thank you so much.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So we'll see you next week with the second chapter. Read it. Try to read at least translations. It won't take 20, 25 minutes, 30 minutes. Just the translations. And, you can raise a point or question or, so it helps us to understand better. Just read the translations. Alright? So, Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah. Jai Jagannath. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you.